What follows in this video are a number of steps that you need to take in order to accurately and properly set up your workspace for this class. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on this globe icon in the launch bar here. And if you don't have one already, we're going to right click and we're going to create a new folder, and we're going to give it the name of the school year. So 2017, 2018. I already have one, so I'm just going to right click and move it to trash. And yes, I am sure. Then we're going to open up the 2017, 2018, or whatever year it is folder, and we're going to create a folder for our corresponding class. So if you're in graphics, create a graphics one. If you're in game, create a game one, and so on and so forth. Again, you'll right click and you'll go to new folder in order to do that. Afterwards, I'd like you to drag the corresponding class folder into the favorites section right here. It's going to make it easier to save later on. Okay, now we can exit it out of there. Now you'll see if you open up the Finder, that folder that we just created is right here. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is pin some applications to this area right here. And the way that we're going to do that is by clicking the F4 button, which is going to take us to this window. And we're going to swipe to the right here and find Photoshop for starters. I'm setting this up for digital graphics, but if you're in video game design, you'd use Unity or whatever is the application of the year. So once you have opened up the application, you'll then right click and you'll go to Options, Keep in Dock. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to repeat that process, and I'm going to do this for Adobe Illustrator. At some point later on in the semester, you may have an additional application that we are going to do this for. Simply right click on the application, go to Options, Keep in Dock. What you'll see is that when you exit out or quit from Photoshop, it's going to stay in the little launch bar there even once you have exited out entirely. While Illustrator is still chugging along, it's going to be slow the first time. We're going to do one more application. This one we're going to do Chrome. So if you start typing in Chrome, it'll sort of filter it out, and you can see that I am adding it here. Now, Google Chrome may not be able to keep itself updated. That's okay. Our IT department will update everything, so you can just exit out of that. You can exit out of this, and what you're going to do is click on this icon up here so you can sign into the browser itself. And so use your Glenbrook Google account. So your ID number at glenbrook225.org, and then type in your password. Click next, and it will go through the process of asking if you want to link your data. Yes, you do. Yes, link data. That is going to make it so that your favorites carry over. That's going to make it so that your bookmarks, your applications, your extensions carry over as well. So shortly, you'll start seeing my Google Chrome start taking shape. So here are all my bookmarks. You see I have a bunch of them. My Chrome extensions will come in shortly as well. While that's going on, I'm just going to sort of let that process right now, and we'll click on the settings button right here, and we'll go to settings right here. Now all of these are going to be a little bit different just because I have some different extensions for you, but we're going to go to settings in Chrome, and we have a number of things that we need to do. We've already linked the account. We're now going to, in our settings, go down to advanced, and we're going to scroll down to where it says downloads location. We want to ask where to save each file before download. If this is toggled off, simply toggle it on. We're going to be downloading a lot of files in these classes, so this way it'll ask you where to save them as opposed to just automatically saving them into your downloads folder. Okay, now if your bookmark bar is not on, you can toggle that by pressing Command Shift B. And so what we want to do is make sure that we have that showing, because our next step is going to be to go to learn.mmcfadden.com. That's MMACFADDEN.com, and this is the digital course space. So all of my classes are available right here. So go to your corresponding class. I will go to Game Design 2 for this demonstration, and you can see that if you're in that class, you could add that to your bookmark bar by clicking the star. I'll go ahead and click on digital graphic design because that's where most of you will be doing this for the first time. And you'll click on this star, and you'll add it to your bookmarks bar. It should be all the default settings, and now you can see that it has been added. I already had it added, so you can see it right there. If I didn't have that, I'll tell you what, I don't have it for game design too, so I'll go here. You can sort of see all of the steps along the way. I will add it as a favorite, and I will put it into my bookmarks bar folder. You may not have any other options than the ones there. You can also give it a unique name if you want, and click done. And so now you'll see that it has been added right here. Mine is sort of in this extras because the page doesn't really fit. But now I can quickly go to in between those. We're going to go to this website almost every single class, so we'll add the bookmark so we can get to it. Okay, a couple more things that we need to do. And also right here, Illustrator is exited out. We'll go to our system preferences. Now, system preferences is going to mostly be grayed out for you, except for a couple areas. The first one is mouse. Now, on the mouse, we want to do a couple things. Uncheck scroll direction natural. If you're coming from a PC, this will feel more natural. If you like this natural scroll direction, you can keep it checked. My preference is that it's not. We're going to take our scrolling speed and we're going to make it all the way slow. We're going to boost our tracking speed just a little bit. And now we'll click this back button, and we're going to go to sound. Now this is where if you bring your own headphones, you're going to want to do this step for sure. We're going to show volume in menu bar. Currently it's not visible. We're going to check that box, and so now we can access this quickly, and we can switch between different sound settings. So for example, your output we're generally going to have set to Logitech USB headset unless you bring your own headphones, in which case you'll have it set to internal speakers. It's just important for you to know where to go to set this. If you're ever using the microphone, this is where you can set the input. You can see that my input level is tracking right now because I am speaking. Okay, so that is the last step of what we want to do to get things set up. There may be a few other things along the way, but we can sort of do those as we go. Thank you.